Okay, bloomers, you know I don't hype products unless I absolutely love them, and ISO Retract blew me away. In my 21 years in orthodontics, I've used just about every retractor out there, and nothing compares. No more cotton rolls under the tongue, no more sharp or awkward corners, just smooth comfort for your patients. The isolation is like nothing I've ever seen. The built-in suction keeps the field dry and clear, making bondings faster and easier. It's reusable, autoclavable, made in the USA, and truly the gold standard. Grab yours at isoretract.com. That's isoretract.com. And because you're part of the Bloom Effect community, you'll get 10% off your order when you use the code BLOOM-10. That's BLOOM-10 at checkout. Trust me, you'll wonder how you ever practiced without it. Welcome to the Bloom Effect. I'm your host, Cassie Kellner, former chairside assistant turned team coach and founder of Everbloom. This podcast is all about the real stuff, honest combos, leadership lessons, and the heart behind thriving orthodontic teams. If you're ready to grow, lead, and bloom, let's dive in. Welcome to the Bloom Effect. I am your host, Cassie Kellner, and today is extra special, like really, really, really special. So I am sitting down with someone who's been a part of my life for 40 years, like 40 years. My best friend in the entire universe, Devin Lombardi. Devin and I have shared everything from childhood to adventures to the awkward teenage years to middle school drama to the biggest milestones in our lives, our weddings, our children. Oh gosh, Dev, we don't have enough time for this. Let's get real. You are one of the most grounded and honest human beings that I know. And I am so honored that you are here with me today. Devin Lombardi, welcome to the Bloom Effect.
Oh my gosh, it's so excited to bloom with you.
Okay, Dev. This month, I am so focused on being thankful and grateful. And so I reached out to you and I was like, Dev, will you do this podcast with me? And you're like, I don't know anything about orthodontics. And I was like, you don't need to know anything about orthodontics. I really, really wanted this episode to be really centered around the power of female friendships. And so that's what we're doing. It's important. I don't think people talk about it enough. My algorithm is covered in it, but that's just my algorithm, you know?
Well, that's because we talk about our friendships so much.
I know.
They're listening and they just bombard us with friendship stuff, which is good.
And this is what's happening. So we're going to start from the beginning. I need to preface some things. We could drop a few F-bombs here because this is like the real. And we also call each other bro.
Yes. And I don't even know why or how.
I do. You don't?
No, I just remember something came out on like a show or something where they were saying like
Jersey Shore.
Brobra or Brobama, or was it the Jersey Shore? Yes. And then you and I would just roll with it. We'd come up with all these ways to insert bro.
We'd be like, hey, Brody Jenner.
Yeah, into anything. And then we just eventually shortened it. That was over a decade ago. Yeah.
So the Jersey Shore came out and the girls were calling each other bro, and we thought it was hilarious. And then we just took it and it's never stopped. Your children call me Auntie Bro.
Like Auntie Bro, yeah.
This is how deep it is.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, we're going to start from the beginning, bro. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you remember the first time we met?
I think it's really funny you're asking me, of all people, this question, because I think your listeners should know that for the past 20 years, you guys have been warning me that I have early onset dementia. My memory is so terrible. So I only remember you from a picture. I do have glimpses of you we were in the same kindergarten class.
Yes.
So I have glimpses of you in kindergarten memories.
Yeah.
Like same. I can picture how Mrs. Vossler's room was, where we put our backpacks, where the tables were, where we exited that back door for recess. So like, and then there's the famous kindergarten Halloween parade photo that someone shot, and we're both in it.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna post that.
So I know that's my earliest memory of you. And then then I think the next grade, we had third grade, we had Mrs. Wallace, the best teacher ever. She was so wonderful.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's me. That's what I can recall.
Okay. So my earliest memory was also kindergarten. And I think that's when we really like became friends. But then I think in third grade is when you like form real friendships.
Well, and you and I were very different. You were very quiet.
Yeah.
Like
shy.
You were shy, you were quiet, you clicked with the shy, quiet, innocent girls.
Yes.
And I was a nightmare. I was just loud and obnoxious. I wanted to be the center of attention. I didn't raise my hand. We were friends, but we hung out with different people as well, whoever we felt, the most comfortable with. I don't know. I was probably too much for you.
I don't remember that, but I was really shy. So that
we didn't become friends hanging out, going to each other's houses until fourth. I don't know, fourth probably grade. Yeah, fourth, fifth grade.
Fourth grade shifted, I think. Yeah. Third grade shifted. But fourth grade really shifted. I mean, I think that's when you create such meaningful friendships. You're at an age where you can appreciate it. You know what you like, what you don't like, right?
Yes.
So, okay. So fourth grade, but we were in kindergarten together.
Yeah.
Okay. So, oh man, we have so much to unpack. This is bananas. Okay. Let's talk about, go ahead.
No, and also you and I were the only ones still playing with dolls and Barbies because we have the last birthdays of our friends.
Yeah.
So you and I meshed because of our immaturity when everyone else was, over it. You and I were not over it. We were still playing with our dolls, and
we make fun of each other now, but we were playing with dolls for way too long.
A long time. I mean, I was closetly playing with my dolls up until junior high when I got caught playing with my dolls, and I was so mortified. And I was like, oh, people aren't playing with their stuffed animals anymore?
Okay.
Oh, okay, me either. Hello. Yeah, but you and I for sure connected and played. We played.
We did. We totally did. Okay, we look back, fourth grade. This is wild. I mean, you're 41. I'll be 41 in a few days. Why do you think that our friendship, there's a lot to unpack. So, why do you think our friendship made it this long? That's a long time. This is a long journey of our lives.
Well, you and I, from a very young age, went through a lot of traumatic, to go deep, we went through a lot of traumatic experiences together that a lot of friendships, they just don't go through what you and I went through.
Yep.
And so our whole group of friends surrounded each other. But you and I went through some pretty traumatic stuff. Yeah. And so we spent a lot of our friendship talking about our trauma together.
Yeah.
And then you know, I don't know if it's a small town thing. I don't know, if it's a Colusa thing, but like when you spend your whole life, preschool to high school, with the same group of people, there is no 2, 3, 4 high schools. There are no multiple elementary schools. You're with those people.
Yeah.
So I think you establish something tighter than people who don't have that. Bigger towns, more opportunities,
Yeah.
Like there was just one soccer rec league. There was just one softball rec league. There was one dance studio. Whatever it was, there was one.
Yeah.
And so you did it with the same people. And we lived in a time where the connections could be stronger because we could walk anywhere to see each other. Our parents didn't have to drive super far to bring us anywhere. Like the opportunity to be together was stronger. We had birthday parties and sleepovers, and there wasn't all this fear. It was just a different time.
Yeah, totally.
And I think that helped our friendship. But like most importantly, the shared trauma, like hands down.
Do we want to get into it? We don't have to get into it, but we can talk about what it is.
Oh, sure. Yeah. You go first.
Okay. So mine was, my parents separated when I was in the 4th grade. And it was pretty traumatic for me. And I think that's why I leaned so heavily too on those friendships at that time. That's why 4th grade really stands out to me. On leaning in on, and this is what I mean by the power of female friendship. Like, you're right, Devin. We grew up in a town of 5,000 people, and it was very small, very tight knit. Our parents went to school there. Our parents had the same, some of the teachers, if they hadn't retired, had the same teachers that we had, and so I leaned in hard when my parents separated in 4th grade because it was such a shock to me at such a young age, to have the divide that I had, and quite honestly, some of the abandonment that I felt from that. And so that was a massive shift in my life in 4th grade.
Yeah. And then the summer before our 8th grade year, my brother was murdered, and you knew my brother. Our whole group knew my brother. So it was a really traumatic experience for the whole community. Mm-hmm. And before they found him, there was the search party, and I searched for my brother with you and your mom, and like you look back on that and you're like, oh my God, who goes through that? Who goes through that? And your mom wouldn't let the news cameras film us. She made them film our feet, because they were hounding me. Yeah. And like, no one goes through that. It's just, I mean, people do, and but from a small town, that just doesn't happen. Yeah. And so I relied greatly on all of you, and you guys protected me. You surrounded me. You protected me. You didn't let anybody mess with me. And I desperately searched to replace that sibling connection. Yes. And I didn't learn this until therapy, which you and I'll get into later, I am sure. But I searched for siblings because it had been ripped away from me, and I already had a close connection with you girls. Mm-hmm. So that was it. You became my entire world, and I clung to you desperately. And so the bond just went, it was already here, and it went, and I just latched on. And you guys let me latch on in a very protective way. Yes. So.
Yeah, I think that was also another massive shift. And when we say you guys, there's a whole group of women out there. They're probably listening to this right now. Like, why didn't you invite all of us? Right?
Yeah, this is gonna be a big deal. There's going to be a lot of hurt feelings. We're going to have to
No, there's
really
not. They're
stroke
gonna
them.
they're gonna understand it.
Ashley has FOMO right now so bad. Lauren's crying tears of guru happiness.
We have a core group of girlfriends who are also, our best friends and really, really a part of our story. And I think you're right, Devin. I mean, we've talked about this forever at this point.
Forever. I mean, it's always been a topic. I mean, and like your parents and your dad especially has always been a topic. Like, what happened to my family has always been a topic, because when you're developing, especially as a woman, your hormones are changing, and then you're looking at things differently, and then you have to process it with the people who went through it with you.
Yes.
Because now you're looking at it differently. And so it's like, we've always processed our trauma together. So it's kept us stronger together.
Yeah. But okay, that was 4th grade. We were like 9, 10. Then all of this happened in your life where we're like 12, 13.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went right into high school, right? And so then high school is a wild ride, especially when you're in such a small town, and this had happened to you individually, but like I'm going to use this word, and then this is going to take us somewhere else. We were your tribe, and like really protective of you, but you were also really protective of us. Like, it was kind of this collective force that we had. And then I think years later, we talked about this more recently, I would say in the last year or so. There's something called trauma bonded. And we had like, well, you had a moment of like, what are you saying? Are you saying we're trauma bond? What? And I was like, yes. And you were like, what? And it was like another thing that like we had to process. I mean, Devin, what we have in our group of friends, this power of female friendship, in my opinion, it's rare. Like, female friendship, female friendship is not rare. Don't get me wrong, but the longevity in which we've been friends from kindergarten until now, and I'm not just saying like fair weather friends. I'm saying like in it.
No, like we've gotten in some doozies of fights. I mean, even physical, and people would be like, people would say like,
in a physical
"Oh
fight.
Wow, that sounds like a really interesting friendship." Like,
our husband.
But we have like, we've gotten into a lot of really bad stuff together. Our whole group, you and I. But the fact that we can come back and make everything not just okay, but better, learning from that and then making it better is a testament to how special it is for what we have. Because I think a lot of friends, a lot of, especially women would just be like, we're not friends anymore. If they went through, some of the garbage that we've been through, it's just like, but we've all worked at it. And we've, like, the friendships have shifted. We've all gone through moments of like, well, now I'm closer to so-and-so.
Of course.
I'm not really talking to so-and-so right now. So now I'm closer to so-and-so, but I love the way that we can work through things, even if some time needs to be spent processing or working through whatever. Like, that for me is what makes a friendship the strongest, is when you can self-reflect on your own behavior and your friend can as well. And then you can both come back together and say, whoops, like, that sucked.
Yeah.
Sorry. apologizing,
Oh,
sorry, using the word and meaning it and having action behind it. You have to have the word sorry in friendships to
yeah,
make
I
it
agree.
last.
Should we talk about our pivotal moment in our friendship?
Yeah, and well, that was the biggest one for you and I.
Yeah.
Like when we were younger, there were moments of like ignoring,
Oh,
ignoring each
totally.
other, punishing
Yeah,
with
we were
silence, or,
like children though. Like,
yeah, yeah. But like when we were adults, there were a lot of like, it was just a lot of changes that we were going through. I was going through postpartum depression. I had my first daughter. And then I got through that, but I was relying heavily on you because you lived down the street from
yeah.
me. And we were spending a lot of time together in stressful times. And I think we built up a lot of resentment. And then all of the resentencing and the parole hearing for Eric's murderers were coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And and then that was around the same time that you were getting married, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't able to focus on your wedding because I was going through all this stuff. And then you got pregnant, but I was still going through it. I'd moved, and it was just so much in those 3 to 4 years,
Mm-hmm.
3 years. It was so much, Cass. Like I look back, I'm like, so yeah, we had to, I don't remember who, I don't remember the point, but you and I were like,
Yeah.
peace the out.
We had, you know, our friendship, I've always been incredibly protective over you. Like people would joke, like we'd be out at like a bar or something and be like, or what are you, her bodyguard? How many times have we like heard this? I've always been really protective over you. And it was like my 12-year-old brain when all of this trauma happened, where it was like, this is my friend, my sister, my everything, and it is my job to protect her.
Yeah, but I think that also it had to have been really confusing for you, because it's like, here I am with all of my heaviness, right? And you're like, I have to take it. I have to take it. I have to be there for Devin. Oh, Devin's going through something again. Where it's like, well, you had stuff going on that you were supposed to be really happy for. And here I am. Oh, well, I need you, Cass. I need you. So I think for you, it was like, you like broke free and you were mad at me.
Mm-hmm.
And, you were mad at me.
Mm-hmm.
And in turn, I was like, well, she's being a rotten friend, so I'm mad at her.
Well, okay. Also, I was moving from California to Connecticut at the time.
Yep.
And I was 7 months pregnant.
Yep.
And I was leaving my world. I mean, I grew up in Northern California, and my husband and I had decided we were going to move here. He was going into the anesthesia program. And I was having big, huge life moments, but so were you at the same time. And I didn't know how to support, and you didn't know how to support.
Yep.
And it exploded. And
as it would with anyone.
Anyone.
It was a recipe for disaster, for friendship disaster.
Yeah, it really was. And we took a break, if you will. And it was probably one of the most bizarre times.
Months. It was.
Yeah, it was months. It was months. I had moved here and I was creating a new life of New England, and I had never lived here. And my husband had started this program, and I didn't have my family or my best friends, or I had this massive shift in my life. I was also, let's get real, wildly hormonal. I mean, I was like ready to pop.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And so we took a break. Even our friends were like, we don't like that. Like, what's happening? What are you guys doing? And we were, and I think that it was, I don't know, you could feel differently, Dev, but I think it was like a healthy break. It was very bizarre, but there was no mean.
Not on my end, bro. I was upset. But I was in a bad place. I can reflect on that and say, like, I did not handle that situation in a healthy way because I was just not in a good place.
Yeah.
Like, if that were to happen to you and I now, without all the drama that was occurring back then, it would just be so different.
Yeah.
But no, I was.
But we never, I guess what I meant then was we didn't lash out at each other during that time. Like, it was a very quiet time. Like, we processed it. No.
You weren't high school Patty where I was calling you names and texting you dirty things. Like, no. But we were adults.
Yes, we were.
But
there was a lot going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And so should we talk about the work that and how, and the funniness of the work?
Yeah.
We're connected. Wait, what were you going to say?
Well, so when you had already seen our master therapist? Had you already seen her?
Yes.
Yes. So truly, that's what changed for you and I. Yeah. So I remember exactly where I was in my house when you finally called me. Because you reached out to me.
I remember where I was too.
And I'm like, hello? and you're like, hello? Silence. Wow. Hi. You're like, yeah, hi. Are we ever gonna talk? It's like,
oh, God. By the way, this was 6 years ago. 6 years ago. Isn't that wild?
Yeah, it is wild.
So I had just had Graham, my first baby, and we had complications at the end of our pregnancy too.
Mm-hmm.
That I was really, really dealing with. And all turned out well and great and wonderful, thank God. But so I was like going, and so I had my baby, I was in Connecticut, and you were there, and we still text and things during that time though, because you knew what was going on in my world with my pregnancy stuff. So like there was a lot of group texts.
In our group thread.
Yes. Yeah. And so let's talk about our therapist. We share a therapist.
Well, I saw her first.
Yes, you did.
And I recommend her to everyone because I love her
Me too.
So much. She has done wonders in my life. And I have spent a lot of time processing friends, individual friends, group of friends, friendships, how I am in friendships.
Yeah.
Like a lot of come to Jesus moments.
Yeah.
With Sarah. Yeah. And then I had at one point recommended her to you and you started your relationship. So we're both receiving, even though we're different individuals, and our therapy isn't, I'm sure, exactly the same, but she is who she is. And we both realized a lot about ourselves during our break.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I did a lot of work prior to moving, and then I took a break from therapy for a little bit because I had so much going on and I'd moved and all the things. And I just want to, because therapy, I think most times, maybe not anymore, but has like this stigma. And I have to say, it's not for everyone. Like, let's get real.
No, I wish it was, but
me too. But you actually, you have to do the work.
Yeah.
And you and I have done a lot of work, and I'm not saying with each other, like we've done a lot of work in the last 6 years, I think, with each other, but we've done a lot of work on ourselves that had nothing to do with you or me. It was just like deep rooted work.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think what happened in turn was self-reflection. I talk about this all the time in my consulting, is self-reflection and those aha moments where you go like, oh man, I am so wrong here. And I didn't grow up like that. Like that wasn't an innate thing for me to come out and say, oh yeah, no, I'm wrong. Let me fix this. And that's like a deep rooted, likely insecurity I had as a young adult and young person. And I probably could unpack that somehow, but it was rare for me to admit fault. I felt like if I was if I was the loudest in the room, or if I had the most energy, or then I could like mask it all of whatever it was. And I worked through in my therapy with Sarah, who's an angel, what that all means, and unpacked it and did all the work. And I think you did so much of your work and your trauma work, and right. And then it came to a place of like self-reflection on both parts. And in that phone call, we had the deepest, most real and intense conversation we've ever had in our entire friendship, which says a lot.
Yeah, you were able to tell me, like, Dev, you put too much pressure on me. I felt really stuck. I had my own stuff going on, but I felt like you were looking for me to be there for you, and you literally, like, it was too much, Dev. And I was like, you shut me out. You gave me the silent treatment. You shut me out. You made me feel like I was like, what did I do? What did I do? How am I supposed to know what I did? Like up in my head playing mind games. And we both sat there and like, we both did this is how you made me feel. And then we also said, hey, this is what I did to you.
Yes.
And like, it was really important that we did that. And I don't know if we would have been able to do it without, well, number one, Sarah, but without the time that we took apart.
Yeah.
But it hits on a key point of self-reflection and like, I'm not a bad person or a bad friend because I relied so heavily on you guys.
Right.
I'm not a bad friend for that. It's a result of experiences of my life that shaped me the way that I was. You know what I mean? You were not a bad friend or a bad person for handling things the way that you did. And I think people, like, they just shortchange themselves or they shortchange other people in relationships. And it's like, well, wait a minute. If you actually do some work and take the time to look at yourself, look at the experiences they've been, and just talk about it. Like, you can work it out. You don't have to cancel friendships. You don't have to walk away. Well, there's instances where you do need to walk away, but I'm just saying, like, when you're having differences in friendships, like, what we did was, it's really cheesy, but it was really beautiful. Like, it was a beautiful thing that we were able to do that together.
Yeah.
And we set some boundaries moving forward, which is another huge. So self-reflection in friendship is huge to making a friendship sustainable, as well as like setting boundaries. You don't have to accept things from your friends. Like, you don't have to accept them. And it's okay to say, listen, you can't give me the cold shoulder it makes me feel really insecure and second guessing myself. I can't stand it. And it's okay to say, you can't put so much pressure on me. I've got stuff going on in my life too. Like, I can't be your end all be all friend.
Yeah.
If I hurt your feelings, you have to tell me right away. Don't give me the silent treatment over it.
Yeah.
If I say something that offends you, be like, whoa, bro, crossed a line. Like, that's what we said to each other.
Yeah. And it worked.
And it worked.
And because we followed through. There's so many things here, Dev. It worked. We followed through. We did the work prior. We did the work post situation. Like we did all the things because, and this is the most important part, is like, because we both felt and saw that this friendship is worth it.
Yeah, it matters.
And not because we're trauma bonded. Not because of that. Because we actively choose in our 40s to be friends.
Yeah. Yes. You have to choose it. Friendship, connection, relationship and connection to other females, to other friends. Like, at the end of a day, it's a choice. And I choose my friends over any of the small mishaps that have occurred between all of us.
Yeah.
And it's worth it to keep you guys in my life rather than I can't imagine not having my friends. I can't imagine not having you in my life or calling it quits when problems can be solved. Like,
yeah,
they can be solved.
Yeah.
If both people want to solve it, it can't be one-sided. It's got to be both.
Yeah. I think we've proved that. We were on a trip recently in Nashville with our husbands. By the way, our husbands are very good friends.
Yeah. Like,
very, very good friends. And they did not know each other prior. And so, like, I'm so grateful in that. Your husband married me and my husband. He was our officiant. You were my maid of honor. I was yours. There's
no doubt, Dave, if you guys would have been married first or even met at our wedding, Dave would have been right by Tony.
Yes. No doubt. Yeah. You got married before us, on my husband's birthday. Like, it's all just like before we even met,
I know.
It's so crazy. The whole thing is just crazy. Anyway, I just feel like we went to Nashville. There's 4 of us on this trip. And I don't know if I told you before or on the Nashville trip, but I was like, and I mean this, like, from the bottom of my heart, and you get uncomfortable with these situations. So good luck. You prepare yourself.
I feel like I remember what's coming, but
I said, you're my soulmate.
Oh yeah.
Listen, everyone listening, she's laughing because she's uncomfortable. That's the only reason why she's laughing.
Oh my gosh.
And I genuinely feel that way. And I remember having this conversation. I think it was on the phone, because God forbid I say this to you to your face. You would have just fallen over. You are, and I think this is why I want to talk so much about the power of female friendships. We've been through some shit. And in 41 years, that's some serious deep-rooted stuff. And not everyone has that, because you meet different female friends in different seasons of your life.
Yes.
You meet them when you're children, in high school, in college, in the workplace, as neighbors, through your children. You meet friends, right?
Well, yeah, there's different levels of friendship.
Yes. But I think at the end of the day, when I said you're my soulmate, you and this friendship, it doesn't take away in any case of my marriage, of the relationship and the friendship I have with my husband. But the
No, yeah.
relationship that I have with my husband is very different than the relationship that I have with you. And it is a true bond. It's a true relationship where
Yeah.
sometimes I can get off a therapy session and be like, bro,
Yeah.
you're never going to believe what I just processed.
How many calls? Yeah.
How
So
many?
I just am leaving Sarah. I just wanted to talk to you about just some stuff. It was intense.
Intense.
Whereas
and
if we did that with our husbands, they'd be like, I mean, what do you want me to say? Good.
Or they would just like listen, and then even no matter how he would react, whether it was like, wow, and really took it in, I'd be like, you're not processing the way that I want you to process. I'm going to call Devin.
Well, I mean, that's, yeah.
That is the power of female friendships. This is why it's so important. And this is why I wanted to end this month with this conversation and telling this story. One, because I think it should be told, and I think it's really rare. And I think it is a really beautiful thing that we have created, you and I, but also this group of women that we have in our lives that we've known since pretty much birth.
But yeah.
We've gone through all of these different seasons together. And while, yes, there is trauma in there, everyone has some sort of story to tell. I think there's power in the connection that females have with one another, to lean on one another, to understand one another on a deeper level.
And to laugh with each other. Like laughter. Like one important component of friendship is compatibility of sense of humor. Like you can't take yourself too seriously. Like the inside jokes that we have from childhood that still make us laugh, that everyone else would just be like, you're laughing over the words ketchup and mustard and can I get a hot dog? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then
Charlie.
And making sure that like your sense of humor is compatible. Like you're not going to offend someone, be like, like our senses of humor are so compatible. It's strengthened our friendship because no one's getting offended. No one's,
yes.
We're coming from a lighthearted place, a place of, laughter, happiness.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
It's so important to me.
Me too. It really is. Because like if I meet, other women where I'm like, we are
censor. Like
we're just like, ooh, I don't know that we're going to connect on this level. While I think you're a wonderful person, at this stage in the game, like you got to be strategic about, how you're picking these friendships, because you only get so much. And as being a mother and a wife and a business owner and all the things, like I want to be intentional of what I'm doing and who I'm picking and what that looks like. And, we've been through so much, and there's so much power in the friendship that we have. And while people listening to this cannot rewind and go and find the fourth grade best friend, I have also, as have you, created this powerful force of female friendships around us now. We're 3,000 miles apart. Mm-hmm. We are not in each other's day to day. We don't get to go have coffee together.
Yeah.
We don't get to do those things, but we still have such an incredible bond because we put in the work into this friendship. When you call me, I'm not like, I have to have this conversation, or, we're going to be on the phone forever. Like, there's none of that. It is this free-flowing kind of sisterhood that we have. And I'm so incredibly grateful for that. But this can also come, well, yes, the things that we've discussed can't be created. I mean, we've gone through.
Thank God.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
really, we've gone through so much together as small girls, adolescence, college, oh my gosh, young adulthood, dating, finding our husbands, getting married, having babies,
navigating parenting,
parenting, being the
jobs.
What is the mom you want to be? Massive career shifts. I mean, when I said I wanted to start this podcast, you were behind it. Like, truly, like, all of the different seasons and chapters in our lives. And you can still, I firmly believe this, find power in female friendships even now in your life, you know?
You have to understand how to do it though. Like you have to understand, people listening. I do feel for them. I think about it all the time because it does sound like we're bragging about our friendship, and we have a right to do that. Number one, we have a right to brag about the work that we have put in to make our friendship last. Totally. So, if you feel like we're bragging, it's because we are, but we have a right to. We did the work to hold our friendship together.
Yes.
And I just don't know if some people have been afforded that opportunity to create a bond or to find that person or people for a lot of different reasons. They just never get it. They never find it. Or yet, we'll use the word yet. They haven't found it yet. But I truly don't think I don't ever think it's too late to find compatible friends.
Yeah.
And like you touched on it just a second ago, like you might not have childhood friends. It's okay. You might not have high school friends. It's okay. Maybe your deep friendships started in college. Mm-hmm. Well, like reflect on that. Why? Did you find people who were in the same field as you? Was it in classes? Did you have the same views that you found out about? Like, did you join the same sorority? Did you, like once you find people that are checking all those boxes of what a friendship, a real friendship and connection is, then hold on to it and fight for it.
Yeah. And
if you don't find it until you're in a job, like you become a teacher and then you're like, you find that there's, you love the other first grade teacher and they become your friend, like, great. Then that's when it happened for you.
Yeah.
It's never too late to form connection with like-minded people who can support you and lift you up and laugh with you and cry with you and put in as much as you are. Like, it's never too late.
Yeah. Also, I need this to be very clear. We are very different people. We are not the same person. Like, we have a lot of commonalities, but and there's a lot of overlap, but like we are very, very different in life, right? And again, there's a lot of overlap, but like, this is just a really funny one. You are a millennial with so many boomer tendencies. I can't even.
Oh my God. I'm so annoyed with how much you know about tech. It's just like, get over yourself. I am going to sit peacefully in my non-tech life.
Knitting.
I text Anita this morning. Your mouse isn't working. Like, I don't know I don't know how to turn your mouse on. And she left me a little note that says, turn the mouse on.
Devin.
She drew a picture for me.
Devin.
It's a major difference between us. You know everything about everything, and I know nothing about everything.
It is bananas. We are, okay, I have to tell, so I text you in our group chat. You're in the group chat, obviously, but like I text the group. Oh my gosh, I got the Skylight calendar and it is a game changer, like for my family. And Lauren everybody responds like, oh my gosh, it's so exciting. Tell me. I sent a photo, blah, blah. And you were like, wait, it's a calendar. I was wondering, I didn't realize you wanted a skylight in your kitchen. And I was like,
I'm like, what are you talking about?
Devin? So
I still use, for all you paper calendar, for all you paper calendar users, I still carry a paper calendar in my purse where I write everything down.
See this?
I don't have a Google Calendar.
I have actual physical anxiety right now in my chest that you're using a paper calendar. This is what I mean. This is what I mean when I say we are so different. I am so digital. It's disgusting, actually. And you live that boomer life. And like, we can be so real and authentic and make fun of each other and roll our eyes and, you know, laugh. And like, this is it. This is it.
Yeah. You can't, you can try, of course, you can try to be sensitive in friendships, but it probably won't get to a deep level if you're going to constantly be offended by everything.
No.
Like, yeah.
No. There's no way.
It's one of the aspects is you can't be too serious in friendships.
Yeah.
You've got to laugh and it's okay to make fun of each other. It's okay to take it to that level. Just means you're getting deeper and more comfortable with each other.
I just have a story and we can cut this, but this will be really good for the ortho community to laugh. Can we talk about your tongue tie?
Oh, yeah.
So Devin recently went to the dentist.
That's it. That's as far as I can stick it out, everyone.
And they recommended that she get her tongue clipped, right? And she calls me and she's like, Cassie, what do I do? Like, and I'm like, Devin, first of all, I don't know. I don't know if you should do this. And you're yelling at me. You're like, what do you mean? You need to know this. And I'm like,
this is literally your field.
I don't know if you should do this at 40. I don't know any 40-year-olds who've had their tongue clipped. Like, it's not like my infant when Graham had all of his clipped. Like, I don't know, Devin. And then you go, okay, but wait, you have to say it about the Chihuahua.
Oh, well, yeah, I've got this image in my mind of that hairless Chihuahua where I can't even do it. My tongue doesn't go that far now. Where if I get my tongue clipped, it's just going to roll out of my mouth because it'll finally be free. And I'll walk around with my tongue out of my mouth, out of the side of my mouth. And then you were like, ew, you better not drool every time you talk. And I was like, what? I'm going to drool? You're like, yeah, bro. Your tongue is just going to fall out and you're going to have blood coming down when you talk to people. And I was like, oh my God, well, they didn't tell me that. Like,
you're not.
No, I'm not.
Oh, Devin, this is what I mean. Like,
and then I'm pretty sure you were like, yeah, Tony's been making out with a taco tongue for the past 15 years. Ew, he's just making out with a taco tongue.
I was calling your tongue a taco tongue, and you were like, what? And we couldn't breathe. Like, I was in the parking lot of the grocery store, and I couldn't get out because I was laughing so hard. My eyes are watering right now.
Yeah, we were wheezing.
Ooh, man, the wheeze was real. But this is what I mean about authentic and real and funny and just, you know, it's just so damn good. And there's so much power here in the female friendships. And I'm so thankful and grateful for you for being that person. And we have a whole group of these people. I want to make that very clear. You and I have had this deep rooted connection for such a long time. And yes, there's a story there, but there's so much power in what we've created and how hard we work at this friendship as well, this far away. Okay. We're going to do rapid fire at the end of this. Are you ready?
I am.
Okay. I actually haven't even really looked at these, but I sent them to you. Okay, here we go. Ready? We are going to do rapid fire friendship sync, and we're going to count to 3, and then we're going to answer at the same exact time. Okay, you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Number 1, best rapper. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Eminem.
Lil Wayne.
What?
Oh,
That makes sense for you. That makes sense. Yeah, that checks out. Em and Dev. Wow. Okay, ready?
Oh man.
Number 2, best condiment. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Ranch. Okay, funny story. So
people probably aren't going to think this is as funny as we do.
Colusa, California has the best ranch in the
ranch
country.
Dressing. We have to be clear.
In the United States of America.
Yeah.
Ranch dressing.
World. We're going to say
in the world. Yeah.
Okay.
There's no better ranch than Colusa, California.
Shout out.
So many stops. When we were in Nashville, we were talking about just being funny. We need to have a podcast where we talk about the various ranch dressings. You know, it's like a travel podcast where we've traveled and sampled ranch. And the Uber driver was listening and nodding his head and just being, listening. He's like, wait a minute. He said something like, are you guys talking about like farms? And we're like, no, ranch dressing. He's like, what the hell? It was so funny.
We died. He was actually in the conversation the whole time. And he was also talking about ranch, but he was talking about actual like farming ranches.
With animals. Yeah.
And we were talking about ranch dressing because that's how obsessed we are. And listen, and I bought you ranch socks.
I wore them to Juju's jogathon because they were orange. Got a lot of compliments.
We should say that too, actually, that our daughters, your youngest, my youngest, are 10 days apart.
Mm-hmm.
And we both had 10-pound babies during COVID. We didn't even talk about that.
There's a lot we weren't able to cover.
God, wild.
Too much.
Okay. Ready? Number 3, go-to comfort food. 1, 2, 3.
Mexican food.
Tacos.
Same. Do you remember how disappointed you were when I got like that cauliflower taco and you ordered like 5 birria tacos and you're like, you're having 2 vegetable tacos when we're at this amazing taco restaurant?
I just don't understand. I was so mad. But then you
were
ate
so mad.
Some of mine. And I was like, I knew this was going to happen. All right.
Shout out to me, Ranchito.
Oh, Devin.
Rest in peace.
I wish. Betty special. Okay. Number 4. Favorite guilty pleasure TV show. 3, 2, 1.
Golden Girls.
Real Housewives.
That is wildly annoying. Oh my gosh.
I love Golden Girls. You know this. But Real Housewives, you know this about me.
Yeah, it's like one of the things I'm ashamed of.
I also thought you were going to say Chopped.
Chopped is definitely up there, but Golden Girls is just,
over Chopped now.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, guilt, like what I watch in secret that nobody really knows. Yeah, Chopped for sure. Everyone knows.
Why is Chopped in secret?
Because it's, I don't know. It's so.
It's too reality for you.
That's like as reality as I get.
I know. It's so annoying. And I am the reality. It's embarrassing. Okay. Oh. If we were a celebrity duo, who would we be? Wait.
Dorothy Zbornak and Sophia Petrillo.
For those who don't know, that's Golden Girls. And I, Dorothy?
Hell yeah.
Oh my God, that's so mean.
Your height, the
She's
looks
so
you give.
aggressive.
She's so aggressive. And Sophia's so sharp-witted and sharp-tongued, and it's totally true.
She's got like brittle bone syndrome like you.
Yeah. And she's so frail and cold. Carries around her little geriatric bamboo purse.
Yes. I mean, I don't have like a really good one, but I don't know why, but Romy and Michelle's high school reunion popped into my head.
Oh my gosh, that's a good one too.
We're like dancing in the middle and, like telling them we invented Post-its and come on.
Post-it.
Post-its.
I
Okay.
created Post-its.
Okay, last one. One word that describes the other person. 3, 2, 1.
Fierce.
Loyal.
Ooh.
Thanks.
Okay,
Dad.
tell me why you chose that.
You are undeniably the most loyal person I've ever met in my entire life. Like, you go to the ends of the earth to make sure that your friends know how much you love them and what you will do for them. Without a doubt. It makes me feel emotional, but you'll be uncomfortable.
Please don't cry. It's like wildly unnecessary.
Why'd you pick fierce?
I picked fierce because it was pretty all-encompassing. I think fierce can mean driven because you're incredibly driven, but it also it means intense. You do everything with intensity. Like when you're driven to do something, you're going to do it full force. You nothing can stop you. You are fiercely confident in yourself and your capabilities. You're a fierce friend. You're a fierce mother. You know, like you're a fierce wife. Like everything. It means strong. It means brave. It means courageous. It means determined and driven. It's like it's an umbrella word with so much underneath it that makes it who you are.
I love that. Thank you. I'll take
You're welcome.
it.
Thanks.
Devin Lombardi, thank you so much for doing this with me. I am so grateful for you. I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for our friendship. And I really mean this from the bottom of my heart. You are my sister soulmate. And I really, really, really mean that. And I'm really lucky that you are in my kindergarten class and happened to grow up in Colusa, California, and that we went through all of these seasons together in our life. People don't fully understand what we went through and can experience it. Maybe Sarah understands.
Yeah.
But
make sure you send this to Sarah
I will.
she can be like, oh, girls, that is not what I told you at all.
I'm just really, really grateful for you. So thank you so much for doing this with me.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I think we wear a lot of hats, right? We're wives, we're moms, but I'm obviously I love those hats and I'm grateful for them. I love them with every fiber of my being, but I also have enough fibers in my being to absolutely love my friendship hat. It is right up there for me. And I know everybody prioritizes things differently and to each their own, but I can't do life without you and my friends. You guys are a top priority for me. And I'm grateful that I have that mentality because friendships have made my life what it is. My husband and my kids have as well, but it's different. My friendships are right up there for me. And I truly wish everybody, whether it's one deep friend, multiple deep friends like you and I are privileged to have, I wish everybody the blessing of a tribe. I just do. No matter when they find it in life, I do, because my life wouldn't be my life without my tribe. And I'm glad that I got to come on here and talk about it with the queen of my tribe.
Devin, you're the best. I love you. Thank you.
Lauren, I love you, Cassie.
Thank you for joining me on The Bloom Effect, where we keep it real, keep it growing, and always keep it team first. If today's episode sparked something for you, an idea, a shift, or just a reminder that you're not alone, take a second and share it with your team or a fellow ortho leader. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss a convo, and if you're loving the show, leave a review. It helps more practices find us and join the movement. And if you're ready to bring this kind of energy into your practice, visit discovereverbloom.com to learn more about working together. Until next time, keep leading with heart, keep building with intention, and keep blooming right where you're planted.